Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. This episode we're back and we're printing on the Tronxy X5S. Here's the first print, folks. So pretty darn happy out of the gate. I got a print. So still have a lot of tuning to go on this guy. So but very happy with what came out. So tell you what, let's go take a look at a quick time lapse of this printing so you can kind of see how all the movements work on this guy. Be about 30 seconds and we'll come back here and talk about this a little bit more. So time lapse. Okay, so we're back. Again, these printed out pretty good. Let's see if I can pop them off here. The adhesion is pretty good on this bed. So again, I didn't go too wild, and as you can see, nice roundness on here. So again, pretty happy about that I get everything aligned. That's something else I want to talk a little bit about for a second, because I want to move this carriage back. So one of the things when you go ahead and put the belts on here and adjust the belts, this carriage or gantry needs to be square. So what I basically did is put blocks in here on each side to hold this tight while I did the belts. So it's something I forgot to cover in the belt segment. So that's kind of like a little trick. So this distance here is the same. Now I did the same with the Z-axis. Is I moved them both down till it was the length of this scale. Make sure I get this in here. And then what I did is just ran them up on both sides till they were square. And so squared up the Z-axis, homed it, all good. I still have some more adjustments on the belt to go. You probably noticed a little bit of deflection in the belts in the video. So one of the things I am going to do is a future project is I'm going to laser cut new motor brackets back here, which allow me to tension the belts. So basically it'd be a simple design where I just kind of arc one of the holes for the motor bolts back here, and then what happens is I can tilt the motor out and put tension more, adjust the tension on the belts a little bit more than what I can do here, because right now my only tensioning is right on these guys right here. So I want to have a little bit more. Have had a little bit of problem and still have a little bit of issue with the Z-axis at the very top, because one of the things, it's not perfectly parallel at the top. I mean, it's really close but not perfect, and so I'm kind of still adjusting these, and you'll have to kind of adjust them. So I've loosened them up, kind of letting them set their way in, and then I'm going to tighten them down. I'm going to try squaring them up with a square and some digital dial indicators and stuff like that, but again, you really need to get these guys square. And so far, that's been a little bit of my biggest challenge, is the squareness of both of these Z-axis, because they both have to match perfectly. Other than that, it's really been a nice project to put together. And again, it's always, happy when you get your first print out of this. So again, I did put a ton of work into squaring this up. I still have a lot more work to tuning it. Again, this is the first print. I think I'm going to have to increase some of the extrusion. The other thing I want to talk a little bit about is the heated bed. So the heated bed, this one's really stuck. I have to get a razor blade. So I did not use the heat on the bed. So I have experimented with the heated bed. The highest I can get it is 57 degrees C. It won't go any higher because at about 57 C, it's losing as much heat as it has the power to add. So again, as I kind of suspected, the heated bed on this is a little bit of a false economy. So you can drop it down to around 50 C and it works just fine. I actually printed these cold because even at 50 C, it takes about 20 minutes to heat this bed up. So it takes a long time because this is a big area. So on my list of to-dos is to insulate this bed, and then also to build that, to power it from a second power feed off the power supply. through a relay, and I'm hoping to get better results. The one thing is, you're never going to get this thing up high enough, or in a reasonable sense, to do ABS. This really is a PLA, maybe a PETG printer, to do things that you don't really need that big of a heated bed for, and I think it works great. But I'm simply also not a fan of ABS, for those that have watched the channel for a while. So anyways, big thumbs up on this. I am really happy with the way that this guy is printing. I'm really happy with the way he has come together. I really watch his print. Now, again, I didn't go too crazy on my first print, because I just needed some parts and wanted to get them out. So I do have to do a few more adjustments on this. I think I need to adjust the retraction a little bit. I just use out of the can settings out of Cura to slice this, so I didn't get fancy at all. I just wanted to get this done, because this is actually for another project that you guys will see coming up here on the Wanhao. So anyways, if you have any questions, hit me up below. Definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe button, swag shop up there, and hey, cheers. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date.